Get in the game. Feel the thrill. Sport today, we keep it real. Scores and news from the English Premier League. Spanish La Liga, France League 1, Germany Bundesliga, Italia Serie A, Nigeria Premier Football League, Formula 1, basketball, tennis, boxing, all day long. Tune in now where sports belong. On your super dial, every play, every win makes you smile. Join us live, don't miss a beat. For the love of sports, our passion's complete. Sport Today, your sport headquarters, where action speaks louder just for you. An honor, 103.5 FM. We're in the zone for sports fans everywhere. Welcome home.
Well, here's Jackson, an early chance for him, a very early chance for him. Oh, it's come off the post. What an extraordinary sequence of events, less than a minute in.
It's not an effort, really. He's just trying to get it under control, and then the ricochet very nearly taking it into the top of the net.
Sancho. Here's Palmer. Oh, lovely cut across the face of goal. Is it going to go in? Almost off Enzo Fernandez. Again, it's vaguely calamitous defending from Tottenham, but it's just about kept the ball out the net. Another good ball over Cucurella's head. It came for Sancho! And the goalkeeper made an excellent save to keep it at 0-0. Just as the ball hung in the air there, you didn't know where it was going to drop, but it's behind the net rather than into it. Palmer floated. Enzo Fernandez to power it in for 1-0 Chelsea. Perfect start to the second half. The captain on target. And the Blues ahead in the big one.
He just goes in behind Van der Ven, completely unopposed, and meets it firmly and true into the roof of the net. It's a brilliant header.
Solanke, that's not a bad ball. Brennan Johnson's no slouch. And he's got it across the Son. And Sanchez has did it behind the goal. We're thinking it was going to be 1-1. 14th minute of stoppage time, but that is that. It's 3 points, but he's...
Yes, victory over Tottenham Hotspur. That was how it ended for Chelsea at the Stamford Bridge last night in the match day 30 of the English Premier League. Enzo Fernandez, brilliant 50th minute header from Cole Palmer's pinpot cross gave Chelsea the maximum point in the massive London derby game, and it was 3 points in the bag for Enzo Maresca's boys. But I can tell you for a fact that it is much more than that for the Blues, because that victory not only ensured their return to the top four, it also gave them the bragging right that it is another league double over Spurs and the 5th consecutive win in the Premier League for Chelsea at the Stamford Bridge. So good afternoon to you sport fans wherever you are on the face of the planet listening to the sound of my voice right now. I say welcome to the freaky, funky, fabulous and fantastic Friday edition of Sport Today. The very last edition for this week on Honor 103.5 FM, the Integrity Station. Thank God it's Friday, the weekend is upon us, and we are ready for the weekend action. Of course, we are broadcasting live from Bodija in the heart of the ancient city of Ibadan. Samuel Akintunde is my name, boy. You know you can call me the city boy, and I'll be your host for today, because your Mikwa Deni is unavoidably absent as we speak. So I'll be the man behind the MIC, taking you through the ever interesting, ever exciting, ever competitive, controversial, and sometimes heartbreaking world of sports. Of course, you can join us on Facebook. It is Honor 103.5 FM to watch us live and be part of the conversation. So drop your comment and share the program for others to enjoy as well. What do you make of Chelsea performance yesterday, and do you think they will finish in the top 4 at the end of the season? Drop your comment, let me know your thoughts. Of course, we also have another interesting stories from the EPL coming this afternoon. Nuno Espirito Santo, that's the manager of Nottingham Forest, has been named the Barclay manager of the month of March for the 3rd time this season. Barclay Manager of the Month for the month of March. While Manchester United talisman Bruno Fernandes has been named the Player of the Month of March. Also, we have a huge breaking news coming from the blue side of Manchester, as Kevin De Bruyne has announced that he's leaving Manchester City at the end of the season after a sparkling 10-year career at the Etihad Stadium. Wow, this is very, very interesting coming from the camp of Manchester City. Of course, MPFL, as Nigerian Premier Football League, is also in the news this afternoon as we count down to the match day 32 action this weekend. 2 matches will go down tomorrow and the remaining matches will be played on Sunday. The reigning champions, talking about Rangers International, the Flying Antelope will fly to Benin to take on Bendel Insurance. And it will be Atlant FC versus the Seu Masigida side of Kakano Pillars on Saturday. We will also preview the remaining matches in the MPFL that will go down on Sunday. I said we because I'm not alone in the studio. Of course, like Liverpool, I will never walk alone. Joining me in the studio this beautiful afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, to discuss this further is Damola DML. Good afternoon, glad to have you in the studio.
Oh, good afternoon, City Boys. Glad to be back in the studio, and after a very good 3 points yesterday for my team, I think I'm good to go today.
You are good to go. I can see that you are very, very happy. Just like we said it yesterday, that Chelsea they've always have it very, very easy against Tottenham Hotspur. We saw that game. You saw the game live. Let's begin from the Stamford Bridge this afternoon. Let's talk about that game. Chelsea, it was an important victory for them, although it was a slim victory. But the 3 points that they needed, they got what they needed, and I took them back to the top 4. And also, it is even much more than the 3 points. It is the bargain right for Chelsea over Tottenham Hotspur, because I can confirm to you that since 2021 Chelsea have been winning every single Premier League game against Tottenham Hotspur. So they have done another league double over Tottenham this season for 4 straight seasons. Now they have done it against Tottenham Hotspur. So let me put it to you, what do you make of that performance from the Enzo Maresca's boys? And do you think with the remaining 8 matches to go, do you think Chelsea will finish in the top 4 this season?
Anytime Chelsea is playing Tottenham, let's forget about the table. What the table is saying. We always know it's a derby. It's a North London derby.
Of course.
So I think that yesterday match just proved why it is a derby, and it was an interesting one both from Chelsea players and Tottenham players also. But the best team won yesterday, which was Chelsea.
Yeah, the best team won yesterday. Like I said, since 2021, Chelsea have played. They have played 9 times in the Premier League against Tottenham Hotspur, and they have won every single game against Tottenham Hotspur. Do you think that, can we begin to say that Chelsea are the owner of Tottenham Hotspur on the pitch because they have won the bragging right? They have been winning it since 2021. 9 straight games, 9 straight wins for Chelsea against Tottenham Hotspur.
I think they just deserve the bragging right, actually, because last season, the first leg also, you also saw what happened at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, which we won them flawlessly. And this game also, I think it's supposed to be 2-0 down before the VAR actually said another thing, which is controversial to me. And Chelsea has always been dominating when it comes to Tottenham, when it comes to North London derby against Tottenham. So I think Chelsea has the bragging right to say, yeah, we own Tottenham.
Now this takes me to my next question about the VAR controversy. We saw 2 VAR decision, very controversial decision yesterday, and that's why Ange Postecoglou, the manager of Tottenham Hotspur, was furious when he was speaking after that game in his post-match reaction. He said that he was complaining about the inconsistency of VAR. He was actually talking about the goal that was ruled out, talking about the Pape Matissa's goal that was ruled out for infringement, the foul on Moses Caicedo. And so he said that a very tight game decided by 2 controversial VAR calls, and for me, I believe his frustration was very, very clear because it took VAR enough time to intervene. So if the goal was not a very clear goal, why did it take them too long to actually intervene and overturn that Pape Matissa's goal?
Like I used to say, For me, VAR is killing the football. The real football.
How do you mean?
Yeah, the real football that we actually know, VAR is killing it. Let's start from what the goal Chelsea scored, the second goal.
But it was a clear offside.
You can't call without VAR. You can't call because it was after like 6.
According to the rules, the VAR rules.
That's what I'm saying. And that's what I'm trying to say. That VAR is not killing the love of sport that we. These dramas needs to happen in football, and that is why we call it football. That is why it is. Anything can happen. So you saying there should not be a mistake in a football, you are now making more mistake to it, because I don't think that is the solution.
VAR is only it's technology, and so you know that you have people that are in charge of the VAR. VAR was introduced to actually advance the game to see some errors.
That is my point. This is football. We don't need technology.
What do you mean you don't need technology? The world is evolving.
The world, nobody is denying that. The world is evolving. Is there VAR in basketball?
Of course, in football, the world is evolving.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I said
basketball can also come.
My point here is VAR is killing the football.
You're not seeing the other side of it that is actually helping, to reduce some controversial, decision.
I'm not saying there is no other answer. I'm not saying VAR is not helping, but I think for me, when it comes to Premier League, he has done more bad than the good when it comes to him correcting games in Premier League.
And just like I said, VAR is just a technology.
Exactly.
Behind the technology that's running it. So if you are complaining about VAR in England, then you need to make your complaint. Okay. Complain about the officials.
Thank you. I like what you said. I think I'm going to go for the officials.
That's it.
Because is this same VAR we are using in Spanish and also in Italian.
Another European leagues.
And to me, I think this,
even in the last African Cup of Nations, we saw VAR and it was excellently used.
Yeah, when it comes to, I think the FA need to start sanctioning the referees. I think the referees needs to be sanctioning for all those bad calling they make, because we call Premier League one of the best, if not the best football league in the world. So all these kind of mistakes are not meant to be happening. When you say a football league is one of the best league in the world, and you are making this mistake not once, not twice. Even I can continue saying, even there's a time we had a VAR issue for more than 3 weeks consequently.
Yes, exactly. So do you believe that Postecoglou's comment about VAR was spot on yesterday after that game?
My team won, so what?
Okay, let's go straight to let's take a look.
My team won, and also I also have a complaint. Also, he has a complaint.
Moses Caicedo.
Exactly. That was the first.
I was very furious.
If you could remember, same thing happened. Was it first goal last season when he scored a very
sumptuous goal? Should not be overturned. Should not be overruled for offside. He should have stood. But
VAR
intervened.
Exactly.
Unfortunately for Moses Caicedo, he has a very brilliant performance yesterday. He won every duel.
Exactly.
He was, for me, man of the match. Although Enzo Fernandez scored the match winner and he won the man of the match. For me, I think Moses Caicedo actually for me was the man of the match. Let me take you through. He started against Tottenham Hotspur yesterday. 90% pass accuracy. He completed all 5 long balls and he won all 4 tackles. That's the most of the player yesterday. Made 5 recoveries yesterday and he earned 3 fouls. He also dominated 8 out of 9 ground duels. This guy has proven to be one of the best defensive midfielder, not only in the Premier League.
But as for me, he still has a lot to prove.
Now let's talk about he has a lot to prove. Of course, we know that he's very, very young. He still has a very bright future ahead of him. Let's talk about the standing in the Premier League after match day 8 more matches to go. Liverpool still topping with 73 points. Arsenal 61 points, 12 points behind table topper Liverpool, and Nottingham Forest third on the log with 57 points. Chelsea 52 points, and Manchester City are very, very close to Chelsea. Just a point separating Chelsea and Manchester City. Like I said, DML, you have not answered our question. Do you believe Chelsea will secure Champions League qualification this season?
It was this morning I was just learning that when it comes to UEFA rules now, I think 5 clubs is going to Premier.
Okay, let me ask you. Let me just say, will Chelsea make top 4 this season?
I won't say confidently, but I hope so.
Up next for Chelsea is Brentford away from home. What do you see in that game on Sunday?
It's going to be a tough match, because when it comes to Brentford, I think Brentford is just this Chelsea of 2007, 2006, I don't know, maybe no Reading FC. Anytime it comes to Chelsea, although they are the last on the table, but what I'm trying to say here is Brentford is a very good team, and their coach has done a fantastic job when it comes to the management of the team, and I believe Brentford match is going to be a tough one, but I believe Chelsea is going to come out with 3 points.
Chelsea is going to come out with 3 points. 8 more matches to go, and we are in the running of the Premier League season. Liverpool are running away with the Premier League title already. Arsenal still 12 points behind the league leader. We see how it ends. Of course, like I said, Nuno Espirito Santo, the manager of Nottingham Forest, has been named the manager of the month for the month of March. Of course, he won 2 games in the month of March, defeated Manchester City at the City Grand, and he also won 4 goals to 2 against Ipswich in the second match that he played, that Nottingham Forest play in the month of March. And this is the third time this season that Nuno Espirito Santo will win the manager of the month. Can we say that this guy or this man is up there as one of the best managers in the league, if not the best this season?
For me, we can't say he's the best in the league with what Aaron Slot has done for Liverpool.
But with what he also has done, with what he has done with the kind of players, the resources available, Nottingham Forest, turning Nottingham Forest from a relegation threatening team to a team now pushing for Champions League football. They are also in the semi-final of the FA Cup.
We still can't say he's still, but he's one of top 3.
Okay, we can say arguably.
Yeah, he's one of top 3, and he's not in the third position.
He's one of the top 3,
but
he's not in the top position.
Exactly.
I like that.
So I think what he has done for Nottingham Forest
is incredible.
Is something we've seen for so long. I think the last time something like that happened was when Leicester
won the league.
So I think because nobody saw Nottingham Forest, because we all know when it comes to relegation fighting team,
they were fighting relegation last
season, you understand? So I think this season with what he has done, and and also was sacked at Wolverhampton. So I think
when he went to Tottenham Hotspur, they didn't give him time.
Exactly. So I think he just came to Nottingham Forest to prove himself that look here, this is how good I am. I think it is what, and with what the management of Nottingham Forest actually has done to when it comes to buying of players, and with the improvement they've done in their training ground, I think all these things actually count. And kudos to the players also.
Yeah, for me, if Nottingham Forest go all the way to win the FA Cup title and they qualify for the Champions League, I would definitely say confidently that Nuno Espirito Santo is the best manager in the Premier League this season. That's for me.
I'm going to support you in that motion, but let's wait
and see. So very quickly, let's go pay some bills. When we come back, we go straight to the camp of Manchester City. We go straight to the blue side of Manchester, where we have a huge breaking news coming from there. Kevin De Bruyne has announced that he's leaving Manchester City at the end of the season. After his sparkling 10-year career at the Etihad Stadium, they see some breaking news for Manchester City fans. When we come from this break, we talk more about this and other many stories. After this break, stay with us. We'll be right back.
On 103.5 FM.
Imagine having the freedom to work, play, and connect without interruptions. That is what fast internet means to us. At Highward Networks, we are passionate about delivering super fast, unlimited internet that is 6 times faster than the competition. Whether you're working from home, running a business, or streaming your favorite shows, we've got you covered. A reliable internet and 24/7 customer support ensure you stay connected all the way. So what are you waiting for? Join the iWorld Networks family today and discover a seamless internet experience. Call Jeffrey on 081 3058 9466 or visit our website www.iwn.ng to get started. iWorld Networks, connected possibilities.
bọ́ọ̀lù yóò lè tó yín ètò wa amúlùdùn amáyédẹrùn ètò tó kan gbogbo àgbẹ̀ afúrúgbìn àgbẹ̀ olóhùn ọ̀sìn àti bẹ́ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ tí yóò máa kọ́ wa lọ́nà à ń tọ̀ láti ṣiṣẹ́ àgbẹ̀ tí yóò fi rọ̀ wá lọ́rùn tí oúnjẹ ó sì sùn wá bọ̀ nílẹ̀ wa yanturu. àwọn ọ̀jìnì onímọ̀ nípa iṣẹ́ àgbẹ̀ lóníranran ni ó máa là wá lóye ṣe bí oúnjẹ bá ti kúrò nínú ìṣẹ́bùṣe. abala méjì lètò ọ̀hún pín sí. bọ́ọ̀lù yóò lóde tòní tí yóò máa kọ́ wa fún wa nímọ̀ nípa ilẹ̀ à ń lò fún irúgbìn àtàwọn ohun ọ̀sìn lóníranran. abala ẹlẹ́ẹ̀kejì ni ìrìn àjò àjò lójú ọjà tí yóò mọ̀ sọ nípa àwọn èrè oko àti ìrírí àwọn àgbẹ̀. Gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ní ń ṣe nípa iṣẹ́ àgbẹ̀ ọ̀rọ̀ kan yín o, ẹ lè kàn sí atọ́kùn ètò lórí 08138079120 tàbí Madam Ray 08086075600. ọmọ yín olólùfẹ́ yín Olúwaṣínà ọmọ Oríọlá ohùn aráàlú ńlá tọ́kùn ètò níkànnì ọ̀nà 103.5 FM ilẹ̀ tí máa gbọ́ ní dédé aago 10 sí aago 11 òwúrọ̀ ní gbogbo ọjọ́ àbámẹ́ta. Ẹ má mèsì ẹ̀ kí oúnjẹ lè sùn wá bọ̀ nílé wa.
On 103.5 FM.
Everyone can make an action.
The club, you've spoken a little bit about the impact that he's had on the club, those who've played with him, the fans. What have you learnt from him as a human being?
His assists, his goals, his vision in the final third that is so difficult to replace. Because it's not, everyone can make an actions and assists, but during how many years and how many games? That makes him unique. At the end, this is a business. The players have to perform well, the manager have to perform well, and we know that any person can discuss that his performance during this decade have been outstanding. So we won a lot of trophies and have been involved in every single one. So that's why I think we remember him like, he's part of this club. I've seen in his statement he has done in the club. He said to him,
Yeah, the voice of Guardiola, talking about Pep Guardiola, the manager of Manchester City, reacting to that news coming from the camp of Manchester City, talking about Kevin De Bruyne announcing his departure from Manchester City. And at the end of the season, he said it's a sad day while describing the impact of Kevin De Bruyne to City's success in the past decade. He said his goals, his assists, and his vision and the vision in the final third is going to be very, very difficult to replace. And now let me take you through the statement of Kevin De Bruyne, because he released a statement on his social media account this afternoon, appreciating the fans of Manchester City, saying, "Dear Manchester, seeing this, you probably realize where this is heading. So I will go straight to the point to it and let you know that this will be my final month as a Manchester City player. Nothing about this is easy to write, but as a football player, we all know this day eventually comes. That day is here, and you deserve to hear it from me first. Football led me to all of you and to this city. Chasing my dream, not only this period would change my life, not knowing this period would change my life. This city, this club, these people gave me everything. I had no choice but to give everything back. And guess what? We won everything. Whether we like it or not, it's time to say goodbye. Suri, Rome, Mason, Michel, and I are beyond grateful for what this place has meant to our family. Manchester will forever be on our kids' passports. And more importantly, it's in each of our hearts. This will always be our home. We cannot thank the city enough. Club staff, our teammates, friends, and family enough for this 10-year ride. Every story comes to an end, but this has definitely been the best chapter of my life. Let's enjoy this last month together. Much love from Kevin De Bruyne. Kevin De Bruyne will be leaving Manchester City at the end of the season. He won 6 Premier League titles, assisted 118 goals, and he scored 70 goals, as well as winning 2 Player of the Season award. DML, another great midfielder, is saying goodbye to the Premier League. How do you describe this guy?
A maestro in his field. He's a very intelligent player, and he's a complete midfielder. A complete midfielder.
How time flies. Kevin De Bruyne, 10 years in City.
Like he has always been there for Manchester City, and I'm really happy for him, because at the end of the statement, he said we won it all.
They won. He won everything for Manchester.
Which is a very good one for a great career like that.
Won the Premier League on so many occasions. Won the Champions League, FA Cup, League Cup.
Exactly. So it's a great one for him, because it's not all good players like that actually can can boost off a title that has won. So
and just like Pep Guardiola said, when he was asked that, what is he going to miss about Kevin De Bruyne, he said that his goals, his assist, and more importantly, his vision in the final tour.
And which means he said it all. He said it all. It's not only Manchester City, even Premier League as a league is going to miss Kevin.
Honestly, Kevin De Bruyne certainly made a name for himself with his impressive performances every season. He has been very, very consistent for City.
You know when Guardiola came and he started benching at 2, I was like, this should be the end. Nobody understand, and what he turned Kevin De Bruyne to a beast and a master
of the best midfielders of all time
in the world. You understand? So I think the Premier League is going to miss him, and we thank him for all the time he, because his football is actually.
And we are also very fortunate to witness his era, to watch him play. His creativity is second to none. Skill and vision on the field bring the dynamic.
Think the next player at Manchester City is going to someone.
But do you think this is going to affect Manchester City going forward?
It has already started affecting them this season, actually,
because they could not retain their title.
I mean, they've been struggling. We've been seeing what it means when it comes to what Kevin De Bruyne actually puts to table when it comes to Manchester City. So I think this next coming season and the pre-season time is just for them to look for someone to fill the shoe of Kevin De Bruyne.
Now, before we go very quickly, let's take you through to the MPFL matches that we go down tomorrow. We have 2 matches that we go down tomorrow. The reigning champions, Ranger International, will take on Bendel Insurance at the Samuel Bemodia Stadium right in Benin City. Also, Kano Pillars will travel to the Dan Iron Stadium in Owerri to take on Atlant Football Club of Owerri. While it's going to be a showdown, it's going to be a massive Southwest derby on Sunday between Shooting Stars Sports Club of Ibadan and Ikorodu City at the Lekon Salami Sports Complex. We'll be back tomorrow to also discuss this very, very well tomorrow on Sports Arena, 12:10 to 1 p.m. tomorrow. Samuel Akintunde is my name. I will be back tomorrow, and we are going to have enough time to properly preview this MPFL match and also EPL matches that will go down on Sunday. It's going to be Manchester derby, Manchester United up against Manchester City on Sunday. We have so many talking points. Also, the third Grand Prix of the year, the Japanese Grand Prix, will take place on Sunday, and the test game will definitely go down tomorrow. So we'll be back tomorrow on Sports Arena, 12:10 to 1 p.m. and we'll take you through the exciting world of sports. Samuel Akintunde is my name. You can call me the City Boy. I'll be back to your ears on tomorrow, 12:10 to 1 p.m. Thank you for being a part of the show. Thank you, DML.
Thank you for
coming through. It's been a pleasure to have you in the studio. We'll be back tomorrow. Thank you for listening, listener. Thank you for listening. We really enjoy you, and we hope that you join us tomorrow on Sports Arena. Samuel Akintunde is my name. City Boy, you can call me. I'll be back tomorrow. Never drop the ball. The game is far from over.